outrageous and audacious things you can ever imagine. If you go to that culture and say, you know, hey, you know, we've got some skills that you probably could use. To me, that's the sharing of information that should be both reciprocal and honored. But it's very different for me to go and say, your ways are no longer acceptable. You know, get with the program, educate your kids in this school, get rid of your superstitious ideas, and accept some of mine.
There is an assumption that Western education, Western knowledge is universally applicable, is something that is superior. There's a sense that we have evolved to a higher level of being, and that these people, however lovely they are, they're going to benefit from this superior knowledge.
The saddest state of this is of the NGOs who think that they are actually going in and helping communities by helping them lose their languages and helping them lose their self-sufficiency and helping them, you know, tying them into the global economy and getting them more cash, which ultimately leads to them having less control over their own lives. A lot of them are very well-intentioned, good people who are actually thinking they're doing something good for children and for communities, but they don't understand, I think, the much larger game in which they are pawns.
The bottom line is, you know, we're living through a time of transition that it just behooves us to pay attention to. It's like what Margaret Mead said before she died. Her greatest fear was that as we drifted blindly toward this blandly amorphous generic world, whatever it's going to be, we would wake one day as from a dream, having forgotten that there were even other possibilities of life itself. You know. These peoples, these visions, aren't failed attempts at being us. They're unique answers to the fundamental question, what does it mean to be human and alive? And many of those peoples, when they answer that question, they answer it in ways that have allowed them to live sustainably on the planet for, by definition, generations. The species has been around for a long time. Who knows when you want to say it began as a social form, 150,000 years ago? The Neolithic Revolution that gave us agriculture, that's only 10,000 years ago. Modern industrial society, as we know it, is scarcely 300 years old. That shouldn't suggest that we have all of the answers for all of the challenges that are going to confront us as a species in the ensuing millennia.
Little boxes on the hillside, little boxes made of ticky-tacky, little boxes on the hillside, little boxes all the same. There's a pink one and a green one and a blue one and a yellow one, and they're all made out of ticky-tacky and they all look just the same. And the people in the houses all went to the university where they were put in boxes and they came out all the same. And there's doctors and lawyers and business executives, and they're all made out of ticky-tacky and they all look just the same. And they all play on the golf course and drink their martinis dry, and they all have pretty children, and the children go to school, and the children go to summer camp, and then to the university where they are put in boxes and they come out all the same. And the boys go into business and marry and raise a family in boxes made of ticky-tacky, and they all look just the same. There's a pink one and a green one and a blue one and a yellow one, and they're all made out of ticky-tacky and they all look just the same.
Julie! Ja, Julie, Julie. Julie.